Okay, so hello, I am live for the hour. I'm going to be doing some readings for anyone that would wish today. Today is Tuesday, the 26th of May. I've almost said the 26th of the 26th. It is 5/26/26. Today I always look at numerology. It was an interest for me. Though at this point of the year I should probably stop doing that, shouldn't I? But thank you for jumping on, or if you're watching this on recording, thank you for watching it. I do my best to get on here at this time every week, or at most every 2 weeks. I couldn't do it last week. I'm trying to remember where I was. I'm absolutely blanking on this. I think I had something for my daughter's graduation meeting or something like that, and you got to prioritize. You have to prioritize sometimes. Hello everyone that's jumping on. So I'll get started in a second. Someone sent me a message just now. I'm gonna get to hers first, but as simple as this. The reason why I do this is often we don't have lots and lots and lots of questions. It's maybe one question, but there's so much energy and emotion in that, and you may not have 10, 20 questions, but it's that one question, and get a bit of feedback on that can help to open up and release through some of that caught and stuck energy, that accumulation. What's I got to say about that? But anyway, just in terms of my own process, I've already sort of opened up the energy. I've already shuffled with the deck that I use, which is the Robin Wood deck, and I'm just going to answer this question, which was just sent ahead. So give me a second here. And she said, I had a question about him having to stay home for a couple of days when she is at camp. I don't get home. Should I ask the doctor to check in on him, or if he can stay there? Okay. I'm just reading this question. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to have to call her about the question. I don't understand how it's written here. So, well, I will get back to that. And let me see what I can do for you guys. All right. So, we've got Shakti here. What is coming in my love life, please, and thank you. Okay. Let's. Okay, so getting straight to the point here. You're asking a question about love life, and I'm gonna the principal person for the next 3-4 months is you. You are, as the young people say, main character. It is about you. You're asking about love life though, and I'm getting that it's going to be after that. So I'm getting right now more the period September, October, November. I'm looking at that kind of time. And in human time, because I don't quibble time, I'm like, time is very real and time is not real. Okay. But I'm not the time is not real person. Time is real when we're looking at our own patience and the third dimension and so on. Time is not real. Time is not real in terms of our relative relationship to us. It's real for you though. It's real for you though, because when we think about days, weeks, and months passing, and maybe it's not real in a way, but when we hang an expectation on every day, time passes so much slower. Okay, so I'm saying to you very clearly, the principal person for you to have a relationship right now and fall in love with is you. It is you, and I'm not going to back down on that. You've got some real powerful elements of yourself to connect with. Okay, not the receptive one, not the passive ones, the deliberating part of you, and the fire part of you. Okay, and fire is not just about being fiery, it's also about being warm. You got these elements in you to connect with, and then the relationship, and it's in that order. I'm not gonna beat the drum on this. I've kind of said my piece, but that's what I've got. All right. Let me see. Jill, would you please read on if joining Littleton Fitness together and swimming this summer would be the best plan? It's a follow-up question to the one I asked in the group. Okay. Read on if joining fitness together and swimming this summer is the best plan. Okay. Okay, Jill, I think almost there. I would maybe just take out the swimming part for right now. And it's not that you're not going to be swimming. It's not that isn't a good idea. It is a good idea. But think about a system, right? Rather than wish list. System rather than wish list. They say we always fall to the level of our system, and you can fit in the gym there. Like that's going to work. That's going to work anywhere. That can go here, 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 here. I think the issue with the swimming pool is you got timings, you got all the preparation, whatever it is. But that's where I see a little bit of things going awry. So make the swimming pool more of a spontaneous thing than heavily planned, and I think it will happen more. Otherwise, yes, the gym is great. All right, so let's go back onto here, back on Facebook. Emily, thank you. I'm feeling a little better. Some of you, I don't know if you know this, I've got a pinched nerve in my shoulder, and when it's okay and my body's kind of in alignment, it's okay. When it's not, it's like all completely. It's the only thing I can think about. It's just a nerve pain, but it's okay right now. I'm just not moving very much. Sorry, Emily, your question. Can you look into my job and see if there will be changes in the next few months? Structure change, pay, title change. What advice do you have going forward? Okay. Changes in the next few months. All right. Okay, just a second here. All right, Emily, I'm getting that it's in the next 7 months, and I don't get a clear answer about structure. I'm not entirely understanding what's meant by that. I do see some change in pay, and I definitely see a change in title. But you know, your next question's a pertinent one. What advice going forwards? And this is just one of those keep going, keep going, keep going, and which is the shittest advice to receive, because you know, if I'm given advice, if I want like it's gonna be great, or it's changing tomorrow, or by lunchtime, or whatever, and it's like, no, that's not that's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing you just have to keep taking steps forwards and keep taking steps forwards. Maybe that's just what this time of life for all of us is like right now, because the world is so crazy right now. And to get through just one day or 1 week intact these days feels like an Olympic feat. But that's what I'm seeing. But you if you do that, you build up resilience, you get there. And one's own resilience just gets instinctually stronger, and that's a really good place to be in. That's a really good space to be in. So I'm going to move on now, but Emily, I'm getting like 7 months, the next 7 months with that. Okay. Tanya, good to see you on here, by the way. I was offered a partial scholarship to do a healing course, and something feels a bit off. I can't tell if it's my intuition telling me it's a no, or just fear, ego kicking in because I'm about to do something that will really change things. Okay, well, a great question. What an absolutely great question. And you know, it type of question I appreciate, because you know why I appreciate it is because it's like when you got uncertainty, to say that you have uncertainty gives it away. It lets go of it. You have less uncertainty because you said I have uncertainty. It's when you hold on to it that it takes power over you. So let me answer your question. Okay, so I've got to say, Tanya, it doesn't look bad to do it. It doesn't look bad to do it. I am leaning quite heavily to not doing it though, but just give me a second. Okay, Tanya, it doesn't look bad. I feel it's just a bit of a distraction. And something I hope everyone knows is that when you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. And when you say no to something, you're saying yes to something else. It's hard to know that though when you're at the no point, because all you have is what's in front of you. And if I say no to that or to this, then I have nothing, right? But this is where trust in the world, the universe, God, whatever, comes in, because I'm saying I see something significantly better if you say no to this. But let's not play with the words no, because no is very absolute. What I would suggest you say, Tanya, is not right now, not at this time, not right now. I have a small question of my own. Why is someone offering a scholarship to do this? There's a lot in that question. Is there a Is there an agenda? Why is there a need? And so on. I have that question. I'm just saying, I feel like there's something considerably more for you to be doing that you wouldn't be open to if you did that. Okay? But I don't think it looks bad. Okay. Okay. Let's back to Facebook. Patricia, will my friend and I ever go out? His initials are JL. I'm getting a yes on that, Patricia. I think the key word is eventually. So I don't love to tell someone to be patient, but that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. I do see eventually. I hope you can hear that. I hope you can hear the word eventually and in time. I hope you're not hearing me say tomorrow or today. I'm not saying tomorrow or today. I'm saying in time. Okay? If you can be with that. Right. Okay. So a question here. Hi, Joshua. How did Daniel feel about the letter? Will he stop contacting me now? I'm on YouTube now. Okay. Well, the letter landed pretty hard. I'll say that, but I think that was the intention, and I do feel he will stop contacting you. I do feel he'll stop contacting you. Yes. All right. Back to Facebook here. Lisa. Joshua, how will my studies and training go for me? Please, any advice that is helpful is appreciated. How will your studies go? This is for Lisa. Lisa, your studies look like they're going to go really well. Really well. Wonderful. Wonderful. Any advice that is helpful? I'm not sure, actually. You. Oh, then yes. No. Then yes. Lisa, balance. The word balance means something specific to particular to everyone. I mean, it means something unique to everyone. for some people, it will mean doing less of something, and for some people, it will mean doing more of something. And I feel like you have abundant discipline, so it's not going to be more of that for you. But it's I'm getting much more like whatever spread your wings is. I'm doing this, and I notice, my shoulders get locked. So balance would be for you actually would be being a bit more playful and doing things that are fun. That's such a generic thing to say. I'm going to give you an example. I've got the kids' Nintendo Switch here, which I'm going to play on later, just so I can do something that's not work, right? Just so I can be out of that frame of mind and into the right side of my brain. I can just rest and open up and receive and all of that. So that's what I would say for you. You're going to be fine. You're going to do well. You could completely ignore what I'm saying if you want, because I really think you got this. But if you're asking for any advice, it's balance, which would look for you like doing more recreational, fun, relaxing things. Okay. All right. Now I'm back on YouTube. Ashley McGee. Right. Joshua, any insight about a job I applied for recently? Not sure if it's the right move, or should I keep looking? Move, or should I keep looking? Okay, so Ashley, it's pretty clear pretty clear for this. Sorry, my kids are calling me right now. Try to put this on. I didn't have it on Do Not Disturb. Let's do that. Okay, sorry. Forgive me, everyone. Let's start again. So Ashley, it's pretty clear on this one that I'm encouraging you to keep looking, to continue looking. I'm not liking what I'm seeing about this job. Forgive me if that's a difficult thing to hear. I know how much energy it takes to look for work and so on. I know that, but I'm going to encourage you to keep looking. Okay, which looks really good. It looks really, really good. It looks really, really good. Okay, let's go. Let's go on. Camellia. When will I find somewhere to rent? All right, really, really soon is my answer, Camellia. I'm getting June, but we pretty much are in June, aren't we? We've got one more week of this month left to go. So I think just it'll happen. The speed it will happen is in correlation with how much energy you put into it. Okay. So I really just want to say, get it done. Get it done. You got a good flow working with you. I don't see it taking into July. You can if you want, if you're not quite ready, but June is your sweet spot here. Okay. So then we got Rachel Ann. Can you give me insight into my current relationship? Is this person my soulmate? And is being in a relationship with them aligned to my best path in life and higher purpose? Beautiful question. Rachel, I love what I'm seeing here. Let me get your own words. Yeah, I'm just say yes to everything you said here. Is this person your soulmate, and is being in a relationship with them aligned to your best path in life and higher purpose? Yes. I'm going to say yes. Yes. If you hear me saying, is this person the only person in the world ever, only ever for you? That's not what I'm saying. I am saying this is a soulmate, and your time with them right now is absolutely in the highest, best, and alignment. And if you listen to me, if you got Rachel, if you got on every single one of these that I did all year, I don't get many opportunities to say that. I wish I did. So good on you. Patty, thanks for being on. I used to love going to that place in KC in Ranch Mart. I used to love it. There was some of the happiest groups I've ever done, and I miss those days. I really do. Okay, Sherry, do I see a timeline shift between my crystal business solely will also include energy healings? Okay. I don't understand the question. Do I see a timeline shift between my crystal business solely? Sherry, I don't understand the question. Just write it out again in a way I can understand. No offense, but I don't understand. And I'm sure I will have time to get to it. Okay. But I'm going to go on. Carolyn. Is the day program I found for my son a good fit, or should I keep exploring other options? Okay. Yeah. Caroline, I would suggest looking for other options. I'm not liking how this looks at all. Sorry. I don't think it's a good fit for your son. And we'll go back on YouTube here. Hi, my name is Crystal. How did Naz feel and think about me, please? Okay. Um, I'm seeing, Crystal, I'm seeing a blend of things here. The positive I want to say to you is that Naz felt very, very, I'm looking for a better word than stimulated, but I mean stimulated, right? That's what I mean. By you, and you are potential partners. I'm going to say that clearly. I also see someone that's distracted, right? A little distracted, and something else I'm not super comfortable with, honestly. Just going to suggest, if you're going to continue conversations with him, get under the hood a bit. If it was me in your situation, I would say things like, what? Say more about that. I would say, what aren't you saying? Or what didn't you say just now? Because I would want to know. I'd want to know what's behind or underneath what's being said. I'd want to know that. So what does he think of you? He thinks positively and sees you as an equal. Just a couple of other things I'm a little less sure about there. But aren't we all like that? Aren't we all? When we meet someone, don't we just show what we believe that they want to see? Don't we all do that? Before, just so you know, I'm not making it personal. I think we all do that. Where do we get to? Have I missed anyone? Paul, wow, Paul from KC. Wow, Paul is one of the first people I met in Kansas City. Remember that. At the time, Paul ran a metaphysical store in Kansas City, and as far as I know, he still does the most incredible poetry. I used to play music while he recited the poetry. It was, oh my God, what a long time ago. At that time, I only had one child. 2 more would follow. But anyway, Paul is asking about health and where'd he go? I've lost Paul's question. New relationship and health status. Okay. So in terms of new relationship, it's an absolute yes. To the extent, I want to say to you, I feel like you've met them. And if that's not ringing a bell for you, I think you need to reflect on the people you know. I'm getting it someone you know, Paul, that, and you feel very, they make you feel very calm, right? And then you're asking about health. What I'm getting, Paul, pretty solid, pretty stable for now. Okay, and I would tell you if I didn't see that. Okay, on we go. Diana, with gas being so expensive and 3-week Japan trip, wow, cool, lovely. I'm trying to decide if I should still drive to Great Falls for 5 days to spend time with my uncle for my birthday, or stay in town and save money instead. What cards say would be in the wiser choice? 3-week trip to Japan. Wow, I'm envious. Oh my God. Japan is, it's so beautiful. Japan, and I'm sitting in Virginia saying that. It's that beautiful. All right. Okay, that's pretty clear, Diana. It's go see your uncle and go do this 5-day trip. You'll have the money you need. You have the money you need. Yes, it might feel a little uncomfortable spending, but I want to say investing the money in this trip, this 5-day trip. But you'll have what you need for the trip. Remember why we do things. It's memories that we keep forever, and when people have passed, we still have the memories, and you can't in the future you can't buy memories, right, that you don't have. Sherry, when will I include energy healings to my current business? Okay, got it. Okay, when will you include energy healings? Got you. Okay, thank you. Sherry, just do it. Just do it. There'll be a day where you'll be asked this question by someone else, and it's like nothing's going to change for you in months' time. It's not suddenly going to be the right time. Just do it. Just start. Just do it. I remember it was just before my first child was born, and me and my then wife, we lived in New Hampshire, and it was winter, and I was invited to do one of these psychic fairs. And at the time, I wasn't doing readings. I'd sit and I'd create music for people. I'll bring my keyboard. If you can see this, it's keyboard. I bring my keyboard, and I would tune into someone's energy, and I would create some music for them. That's what I would do. I could do it for one of you right now. That's what I would do. But someone came up to me and started talking to me, and she was like, "Could you do a reading for me?" I was like, "Well, I'm actually here to do this." And she's like, "I'd like you to do a reading for me." I was like, "Okay." And I had my cards with me, and I did it. That was my first reading. That's how I got started. That's how. And you just get that first one out of the way, and you're like, "Yes, but I've done lots of them before." No, not in your business, you haven't. Not in that environment, you haven't. Just get the first one done and out the way, and then it's done. And then it's a thing that happens. So let's keep going. Jody. Jody moved a couple months ago. I know that. And it's been a very quiet space. I'm feeling isolated. I see. Okay. Will this lift, and what do things look like in the next couple of months? Great question. Even before I look, Jody, I do remember we talked about this, I don't know, a few months ago. I forget when. And I do remember that there was going to be a quiet period for you when you moved, necessarily so. And it's an adjusting time. Okay, what you're feeling right now, Jody, it is really going to lift. I'm getting in about a month's time. So there's still you're still moving in, right? I can only say that from some experience, because it took me a while to really feel like I lived here, and it's still going to. It's still going to. I'm still in that. I'm still in that. So you're still moving in. You're still releasing and letting go as well. But I'm getting it's more like July, that you're suddenly going to just be feeling brighter. Okay. Let's see what you said, Diana. My heritage from there, and it feels like home to my dad's mum was full Japanese. My grandmother, my aunt, lives there and teaches English, so I'm staying with her. So looking forward to it. Thank you for the beautiful reading. I needed clarity. Love it. Love it. Well, have an amazing time. Have an amazing time, Diana. Randy, Joshua, I'm getting to retire soon. Wonderful. Delighted for you. Delighted. Wondering what Insight Spirit would like to give me. Oh, so happy for you. All right. Couple of things, Randy. You're never going to retire, right? I hope you laugh as I say that. You're always going to want to be sharing, giving, and making things happen. Okay. Before that, though, of course, you are retiring in the traditional sense, right? You are, and the guidance I'm passing on to you is give yourself time. Give yourself time. Please understand what a big transition and shift is in your life. And I'm not going to, most people, no one knows what it's like to retire until they do it. Okay. It's one of those types of transitions. No one knows what it's like until they go through it. And just please give yourself time. There's going to be some releasing to do. I'm going to want to say grieving as well. But it's not like a sad thing. It's a bit more like anger in it. Okay. But that's just, there's going to be a quality of releasing to do. I'm just sharing this with you, and allow yourself the time for that. And then you'll be like, I want to still do stuff. I got so much I want to do and give and make happen, and I want to do stuff. And then off you go again. But in between then, right? All right. And that brings us to everyone. Please all take a breath with me, please. I would just like to close with a breath and appreciation for you all being on. We say a breath, we take a breath with humanity, we take a breath with those who do not have the presence of mind, presence of peace right now to do that for themselves. So we breathe with and for them. We say a prayer for each of you, that you have what you need, you have what you want, and you do as you wish to do. And we give thanks for this time together, the means to do this. We say thank you. All right. Wishing you all a wonderful rest of the day, rest of the week. I will be doing some sound healing on here soon, probably the weekend after this one, but I'll be back here on Tuesday. I should be to do this again. Otherwise, God bless everyone, and see you again soon.